Wow, there's a pinakbet inside. Today I'm going to try making some exciting pinakbet variations. I love pinakbet, one of the amazing vegetable dishes of the Philippines. And so today I want to try making some variations of pinakbet for fun. I wanted to cook Filipino food for my brother, but instead I thought it would be nicer if we cook Filipino food together. So we will start with the regular version of pinakbet, and later there will also be a bonus challenge for you. We'll be cutting some pork meat. We'll add the pork meat. And it's a really sunny weather today, really nice. Okay, so I'm gonna add some boiling water. A little bit extra. Gonna just cook this meat first. Ang bango talaga. So the pork meat is almost ready, so we're gonna add a little bit of oil. Kunting mantika. We'll be adding the onions. I love this Ilocano dish. Sobrang sarap. Adding some garlic and also ginisang bagoong. This is really good for pinakbet, diba? So some bagoong. So at the background, sometimes you can hear the chicken, the manok, like in the Philippines, diba? We're adding kalabasa, pumpkin, and sitaw. First the kalabasa. So I reduced the heat a little bit, guys, because otherwise it would have burned the pork meat. I'll be adding sitaw as well. But not a lot, because we're gonna keep some for the next version of pinakbet. Smells amazing, and we'll be adding some talong, a few pieces of talong, which gives it a nice color. So it's almost time to cover this. We were adding some okra and spring onions, and then later my brother will make 100% vegan pinakbet. So I know for sure that some of you like vegan food, and we thought it would be nice to try a Filipino dish with a twist, making it 100% vegan. So we have a lovely okra here. I'm gonna add a few pieces of okra, a little bit of kamatis, and a bit of spring onions. So it looks so nice with all these colors, and I'm just gonna cover it for a while, briefly, until the vegetables get a little bit soft. And then we're done. There we go. This is our Ilocano dish, pinakbet. Okay, so this is the original version. My brother will now try a totally 100% vegan pinakbet. What is this? Olive oil, okay. So what is next?
Next is the garlic.
Garlic and onions. Smells great. So you can see that he's doing a different way, different version. He's frying the talong, adding a little bit extra oil, and kalabasa. So what is that?
This is spicy lemon pickle.
Oh, don't put too much, because I know this is actually very spicy. It's really spicy.
Yeah, that's good. That's good to keep you thin.
It's made of lime. It's a lime sambal.
Add the string beans.
String beans, okay. Sitaw. In the Philippines, they call this sitaw. Yes.
Sitaw. Always good to learn new words.
Sitaw is nice gulay, diba? It's also very healthy and gives a nice green color. Oh, this is gonna be so spicy. Okay, so what is the next step?
The next step is the okra.
Okay, so we're gonna add the okra. Basically, it's quite similar as what I did, but this one is 100% vegan because it doesn't use any bagoong, and also doesn't use any baboy.
Add some tofu.
Okay, so
You always drip.
I thought there was nothing like meat, you know, but there's still gonna be tofu, which is maybe like the replacement for the baboy.
We're gonna add tofu.
A little bit of tofu. some extra filling. I hope you like this totally vegan pinakbet. Ang bango! So my brother's vegan pinakbet is ready. I'm drinking some coffee and then we'll quickly go to the next one. I'm gonna try a really exciting experiment for pinakbet. I'm gonna add some rice flour, sticky rice flour. I'm gonna try making a buchi, which is the first time for me ever to make buchi. I added some water to this. So we'll be adding 2 tablespoons of sugar to this. Okay. I will also add a little bit extra rice flour to make it thick, sticky dough. Getting nice and sticky. Do you like buchi? I really love buchi. Let me know in the comments if you like buchi, okay? We have the rice dough ready for the buchi. And also some sesame seeds and water with a little bit of rice flour. So I add a little bit of the rice flour to the water. We'll just mix this. So I'll add a little bit of oil to this. Let's just knead it. Making buchi balls now. So they might be a little bit big, but they get a little bit flat with the warm weather. So we're gonna quickly fill them with the pinakbet and then fry. So you might wonder how we will fill them with the pinakbet, right? I have the pumpkin here and some pork meat that I just take out of the pinakbet. String beans, some talong. So basically all the flavor of the bagoong is already in there. So what we will do, we'll just chop the vegetables a little bit. And we still kept a little bit of a bite with these pumpkins, so they're not too soft, which will give it a nice texture. This is gonna be exciting because I don't know how this will turn out. I'm taking a little bit of a risk here. So basically I just take the dough and fill it with some pieces of pumpkin, sitaw, talong, okra, and some pork meat, just a little bit of pork. And then we're gonna just fold them. Hope it will work out, guys. Turn it into a ball. I really hope this will taste good. And then put it in the sesame seeds. There we go, that should be our first pakbet buchi. They might be a little bit big, but that's okay because I needed to keep them a bit bigger for the filling. Hopefully they will keep their shape. There we go. This might be a very nice idea for your magnegosyo, diba? Like magnegosyo tayo. Surprising. It's really nice. Oh, it has a really nice texture. So it's the soft texture of the sticky dough with the pieces of vegetables inside. Really good. So here's the challenge for you. Please try to make this at home, okay? So make a buchi and a pinakbet and put it inside and see how you like it. I'm really curious how you would like this dish. I just made it up myself. It's an invention. I'm very excited to hear from you. Use the Pinoy Planet hashtag. Please let me know how it goes, okay? So my brother is going to make a final dish with the pinakbet, with the vegan pinakbet. It has an egg, flour and water. So we added some oil to the pan. So we'll be adding the pinakbet to the batter and then mixing it. Okay, and then we will add this mixture to the pan. We'll be adding a little bit of okonomiyaki sauce, a little bit of mayonnaise. So how is the taste?
Ang sarap.
Ang sarap. So I hope you like this video and I look forward to your buchi comments, and also for this one, okonomiyaki. If you want to see another pinakbet that I made, you can watch it here. And I'll see you next time with more Filipino food. Maraming salamat po.